All right, hello and welcome back to another live session of Fit Essentials. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. We're gonna go ahead and start down on the floor today. So go ahead and come on down to all fours. We're gonna stretch out our wrists, and then we'll be doing our breathing with our cat-cow mobility. So as you come down to all fours, we're gonna start with the palms down, turning the fingers in towards you. And you're gonna gently lean back from there. Pull the belly in as you lean back. Just get a nice stretch on the forearms. Good. From there, we're going to turn the palms up, and you want to hold the majority of the weight in your legs. So palms up, back of the hands down. Again, holding strong in the midsection and gently lean back from there. There you go. Not overstretching, just a nice lengthening of those forearm muscles. Very nice. When you're ready, come on off from there. Come to a kneeling position and shake out the wrist. And you can make a fist, roll the wrist around. Good, 3 to 5 one way, and then 3 to 5 the other. Very nice. One more. We're going to interlace the fingers so that the hands are down, fingers are interlaced, and now we'll go circular patterns. 2 to 3 circles each direction. Good, in reverse, take it the other way. Same idea. All right, fantastic. Once you finish those circles, you're gonna center yourself so that the knees are underneath the hips. Take a nice wide handprint, and we're gonna do our breathing with some cat-cow movements. So on your exhale, you're gonna pull the chin in towards the chest, round through that back. And then on the inhale, you'll pull the shoulder blades back and down, gently arch the back, lifting the head and neck. Take it through about 3 to 5 cycles there on your own pattern. See if you can breathe in and out the nose. Or gently through pursed lips on the exhale. Couple more. Let's take it through one more cycle, and then when you finish that cycle, take it back into child's position. So when you're ready, toes together, knees divide, reach the hands straight out in front, rock the hips back, lower the head down. A nice smooth breathing now into the mid back. Let's go one more breath here. And then come on back to all fours. We have some overhead work in the first section today, so we're gonna get some rotation for the mid back next. Next, nice wide handprint on one side. Let's take your right hand behind the head, and then you're gonna go elbow towards that opposite elbow, lift up out of the shoulder as you rotate, peering up towards the sky. Let's get between 5 and 8 on each side. Close in, breathe in as you bring the elbow towards the other elbow, exhale as you rotate. Very good. Nice and smooth. Pausing in that open position. Follow the elbow with the eyes, peering up. Let's go one more and then we'll switch. Good. When you're ready, if you haven't switched already, same thing other side. Breathe in to close. Exhale as you open up. Very good. Let's go about 3 more. Last one. Good. When you finish, we're going to go back into child's position once more. This time, instead of palms down, we're going to go supinated position, palms up. So you'll bring those little fingers together, big toes together, knees divide, and then drop it back once again, lowering that head down. And let's take 3 breaths into this position, trying to expand the rib cage as you breathe in. One more time. Fantastic. On that next breath, go ahead and come on up. All right. We're going to be going through a series, 3 rounds. We're gonna be doing our down dog, knee to elbow, onto our back for some bridge and reach. And then we're gonna come to a seated position for some overhead press. It's called a Z press when you do it from seated. You can sit right down, you can have your legs extended out in front, or you can kneel, depending upon how you wanna do it. And we're gonna be alternating arms. So one arm will go up, the other one will come down. Should feel like a warm-up weight, so nice and steady. If for chance you don't have two weights, and if you wanna do both arms together, by all means, you can always go both hands together, nice and smooth. All right, but we're gonna start with down dog, knee to elbow first. So have your weights nearby. And then when you're ready, we'll make a nice wide handprint underneath the shoulders, turn the toes under, and when you're ready, we'll begin from here. So drive the hips nice and high. You're gonna push the head between the arms, opening the mid back, and then as you come forward, lifting on up, pull the knee towards the same side elbow. Exhale as you push back, inhale as you come forward. Good. Alternating legs. We're gonna stick with the same side knee on this first round, and on the later rounds, we'll go alternating across the body. Exhale, pushing back, lengthening. Breathe in, coming forward, or over halfway. Nice, crew. Both some midline work here, some upper body work, as well as some mobility, opening through that rib cage, stretching out the back side of the legs. Very nice. Maybe one or two more. Lengthen as you drive back, trying to bring your heart towards your thighs. Last one. Good. As you finish, go ahead and spin onto your back. Keep your feet about hip width apart. And on this first one, just treat it as a nice gentle warm up. So set those shoulder blades back and down. And we're going to start with a regular bridge. So with the knees bent, you're going to drive those hips up and forward, squeeze the glutes, pausing in the top. We're going to do a regular bridge here, just like this for the first round, and we'll add the bridge and reach on rounds 2 and 3. So pausing the top, use it as a good opener for the hips. Nice. We're going to go 45 seconds here. Get about 20 seconds left. As those hips start to get a little bit higher, pull that chin in, lengthen the back of the neck as well. Good. A few more. Long spine, squeeze the bum. And last one, coming on up, pausing in the top. And then as you relax down, before we jump up to seated, let's pull both legs into the chest, double knee to chest. Hug them in, gently rock yourself side to side. Very nice. And then take your time. When you're ready, go ahead and come up to your feet. And now we're getting ready for our alternating Z press next. Good job. Go ahead and come into position. So helpful. Yeah, so helpful. All right, we're going to start in 10. Just 30 seconds on this one. So bring those weights up. I'm kneeling. You can also sit on your hips with your feet straight out. And when you're ready, push one arm up, elbow comes forward, and then the other side. Good. Up and down. No. No. Go on. She's calling you. I know. I'm way more exciting. Good job. 10 seconds in. Nice and smooth. Elbow forward and driving up. Good. Halfway through. We have some more overhead work coming up in the next piece. So this is just meant to be a primer for those shoulders. Pushing through that range of motion.
Loose. Come here. Loose.
You're gonna get a cage soon. You gotta be a good boy. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Shake it out. We'll take 30 seconds and we'll be back for our down dog knee to elbow. This time we're gonna be going across the body. So just do a little shake out of those arms. If you don't mind.
Yeah. Come on, bud.
He's like, you're my human chew toy. All right, everybody. Place those hands underneath the shoulders. Nice wide handprint. We're going to go alternating knee this time. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Pushing back into down dog. And then you're going to bring your left knee towards your right elbow. Really focusing to lift up to that midline. Pull that belly in as you come forward. Exhale as you push back. Inhale as you come up and across. Very good. And if you can't quite make contact with that knee to the elbow, just come as close as you can. But I do recommend just taking a moment to kind of pause in that position, show control. Trying to connect one side of the body to the other side of the body. Exhale as you're driving back, opening through that mid back, pushing your heart towards your thighs. Inhale, coming forward. Good. 15 seconds left. And pay attention to what's happening at the hands. If you feel any kind of tension through the wrist, take notes. See if you can make a little bit wider handprint, gripping those hands down. And 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. Taking it to your back. So this time it's going to be the bridge and reach. I'll show you really quick. Normal glute bridge, you get those hips high. When you push through your left foot, you're going to take your left hand, reaching over your right shoulder. I'll come down in between sides. Bridge the hips first, and then opposite hand over the opposite shoulder. We're going to go for 45 seconds, starting in 2, 1. Here we go. Get that full bridge first, and then drive through the heel to reach across. Good. Down in between, hips up. Drive through that heel and activate that hamstring, opening across. Nice steady breathing as you move. I'm also kind of using my arm that's down on the ground. I kind of push through that arm, push it into the floor, help to guide that bridge up and across. 15 seconds left. Checking you out there. Good. Hips all the way down. Try to get a little higher bridge if you can, Sharon. Looks great, Kathy. All right, finish that rep. Even yourself out on both sides as needed, and then come on down. Making your way back into a seated position. Good work. We'll start in 15 seconds, alternating overhead press. And if you are sitting on your sit bones, make a point to kind of move your tissue of your glutes up and out of the way so you're right on those sit bones. Elbows pointing forward, and 2, 1, here we go. Elevate that shoulder towards the ear. Super. Alternating sides. 1 arms up, 1 elbows down. Good. Just take note of the head and neck position. Make sure you're not pushing the head forward as you push up. That's a common tendency. So think about pulling that chin in. Fantastic. Exhale as you push up. Good. Less than 10 seconds. Maybe 1 or 2 more on each side. Looks great. And 2, 1, and rest. Super. We got 1 more time through, everyone. So go ahead and come on down. Back to our down dog, knee to elbow. We're going to stick with that alternating side. All right. Getting ready to go in 2, 1. Here we go. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Open through that mid back first, and then right knee to the left elbow. Left knee to the right elbow. Start to pay attention to your calves as well. So as you push back into down dog, if you haven't already, start to give some attention to the heels, lowering those heels down towards the floor. Get a nice gentle stretch on the calves each time. Exhale, pushing back. Inhale, coming forward. Good. Halfway through. Looks great. Also think about pulling that chin in towards the chest as you drive back into that down dog. 10 seconds. 1 or 2 more on each side. Good. Last one. And make your way on down. Final round, bridge and reach. Good work. As you lower yourself down, once you come onto the mat, adjust those shoulder blades, pull them down, have that chest nice and broad. All right, knees bent. When you're ready, 2, 1, here we go. Full hip bridge. Once the hips are high, now I go into that reach, taking it across the body. Down in between, knees drive wide, squeeze everything in your midline. Very good. Exhale, driving it up, reaching across. Very nice. Let's get about one more on each side. Hips high, chin pulled in. All the way across and down and relax. Super. As you finish, let's go back to that double knee to chest. If that felt pretty good last time, as you do a couple rocks to each side, let's go into that 2-knee twist. We'll add a little low back stretch before we jump up for our final alternating overhead press. So bring both legs to one side, turning your head, looking over the opposite shoulder. And then when you're ready, same thing to the other side. Just gently allow that low back to loosen. Might have a gentle adjustment or so there, just depending on how far you want to go into that twist. Good. Even yourself out. And then when you're ready, start to make your way back up to seated. We'll start in 15 seconds with that overhead press. All right. As you come into seated, remember to sit nice and tall, right up on those sit bones. Pull the chin in. And here we go. Elevate that shoulder up towards the ear. Good. And as you start to get a hang on that movement, as one goes up, the other can come down. You can start to move them in sync with each other. Super. Good. Keep that breathing steady. 10 seconds. Reaching right over the center of the head. Looks great. And 2, 1, and take that rest. Fantastic. Set those weights down, let's grab a drink, and we're gonna make our way up to our feet. All right, we're getting ready for some thrusters and some bent over rows. But let's go ahead and come on up. We're gonna do some stretches before we jump into that next section. All right. Either stand next to a chair or wall or practice your balance with me here. We're gonna go into our quad stretch first. So place one foot down, lift everything up, pull the shoulders back, and grab that heel. So pull the heel towards the glute, not arching the back, so ribs down, shoulders back. Very good. And make sure the hips stay level as well. There'll be the tendency for the hips to kind of kick out. So pull everything up and in. You can stay tall here if you want to add a forward bend to it. Get a little bend in that support leg. Stay long through the spine and reach it out. Try to find a spot straight ahead of you to focus on, maybe about 6 feet out on the floor. And 2, 1. Come on up. Go ahead and release that foot. Let's go ahead and circle those hips around in between legs. Good. Loosen up those hips. 3 to 5 one way. There you go. And then reverse directions, 3 to 5 the other. Fantastic. All right, when you're ready, walk the feet back in. Set that support foot down, lifting up, pull the shoulders back, and quad stretch opposite foot. Nice. Midline nice and neutral. Just a little bend in that support leg. Another 10 seconds, then we'll go into that forward reach if you want to add that extra challenge of the balance. Good. Staying rooted into the heel of the support leg. Long spine, reaching out. Fantastic. Hips as level as you can. Drive that back thigh up a little higher if you can, Sharon. There you go. And 2, 1, come on up and shake it out. Fantastic. Inner thigh stretch next. Walk the feet nice and wide. Little bend of those knees, reach the arms out, shoulders down, and then we're gonna take it into our classic stretch or side lunge. Both feet planted, knees drive wide. Get a nice stretch on the inner thigh here. Come up in between, same thing other side. Grip that big toe down, pushing the knee wide. Excellent. Good. Let's go back and forth, 2 to 3 each side. See if you can sink just a little bit deeper each time. Nice. Up and across. There's that tendency to shrug those shoulders up, so keep them pulled down, eyes up. Nice. Sometimes people will just kind of drop their chest down here, so try to keep the chest up. Good. Balance yourself out. Make sure you've gone even. Stretches on both sides, and then walk it in. All right, one more and then we'll get into some squats. Step your left foot forward, right foot back. Woo, pillow balance. Take your right hand, reach it straight up. We're gonna go tricep side bend. Bend at that elbow, pull the chin in. And now we're focused on back hip. Shift the hip forward, squeeze the glute, and then upper body stretch at the same time, bending towards that lead leg. Good, breathe in, come back to center, and then gently exhale, take it into that side bend. Remember to keep squeezing the glute of that trail leg. Pushing the hip forward. Good, maybe one more. Fantastic. Shake out those arms, same thing, other side. One foot forward, opposite foot back. Reaching straight up. Good. Hips first. Shift that back hip forward. Make sure your front foot is long enough, that your stance is long enough that the knee's not shooting forward. Nice. Squeeze the glute and then take it towards the side. Breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, side bend. You want those eyes to be looking straight ahead, keeping that head up. One or two more. Fantastic. Shake that out, bring that back foot in, and then let's warm up a couple squats. You're gonna set the feet about hip width apart, just a nice gentle toe out, and then 3 to 5 here. Reach those arms out, send the hips back. Drive the knees nice and wide. Good, sinking on down, standing smooth. Beautiful. Reaching the arms high, chest tall. Good, on this next one, if you're comfortable to stay down there, as you come down, I'm gonna bring the hands into like a prayer position, work the elbows on the inside of the knee, and then just really exaggerate, chest tall. Couple breaths there. And then you're gonna take your hands, see if you can grab onto your feet. We're gonna go into our hamstring flosses. So with my hands down, I drop the head down, I lift my hips up, pull the chin towards the chest. And then when I come back down, I bring those elbows back on the inside of the knees, trying to come back into that squat position. Good, let's go about 3 of those. Hips up, chin to the chest. And then back into the squat, heels planted. Make sure you stay engaged here. I don't want you to just kind of sink into the bottom. Last time, hips high, chin to the chest. And back into the squat. Chest up, knees drive wide. Good. From there, if you can do so, reach the arms straight out, push down into your legs, and come back up to the top. Woo! Beautiful. Let's grab a drink. We're gonna get ready for that first set. We've got 45 seconds for the intervals today, so a little bit longer. I'll also tell you when we get to 30. We're gonna be doing a thruster, that's a full squat, and do an overhead press. Try to start on your non-dominant arm. So if you tend to be stronger on your right side, try to start on your left and vice versa. I'm gonna be demoing from your left, my right. After the after the thruster, we're gonna come into a bent over row. Same idea, 45 seconds. You can use the same or different weights. We'll have about 10 to 15 seconds in between exercises. Any questions? All right, we're gonna get started here in 10 seconds. Non-dominant arm to start. Slight toe out, chest nice and tall. 2, 1, here we go. Sinking back, driving straight up to overhead. Good. Elbow comes up. Nice and smooth. It's our first of 3 rounds, so pace through it. Feet should be firmly planted. I tend to breathe in to lower down, and then exhale as I drive up. Good, there's 30 seconds. Feel free to take a pause there. Fantastic, breathing in, driving out. 1 more. And rest and rotate, great job, shake it out. Come into that bent over row. So if you're gonna be on the left side of the body, right foot's gonna step forward, left foot back. Get ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Elbow nice and high, reaching down. Allow that shoulder blade to come forward. So you're gonna kind of reach towards the ground and then elbow nice and high, pausing in the top. Good. Breathe in to reach. Exhale as you row. Solid work. That's great, Jean. Create that pattern to pause in the top. Really invite that shoulder blade to sit back, trying to squeeze it in towards the spine. That's our 30-second mark. Good. Maybe one more. Reach, pause, and rest. Fantastic. We're going to the other side of the body, back to the single arm thruster. Set those feet back for your squatting position. Grab that weight on the opposite side of the body. 2, 1, here we go. That non-working arm, reach it out, just like we did with both arms on those warm-up squats. As you press up to overhead, make sure you don't arch the spine. So keep the ribs tucked down and in front. Good. Controlling into the bottom of that squat. Excellent. Think about pushing your feet into the ground. Drive yourself tall to stand. 30 seconds. Super. Maybe one more. And that's 45. Splendid. Let's make it to a bent over row, same side. Alrighty. Coming on into position, forearm on the thigh. Ready, begin. Pull that elbow high. You want to be looking straight down at that front foot. You think about pulling the chin in so the head's not extended. Strengthen those muscles in the front of the neck. Muscles in the front of the neck, they tend to get long and weak, whereas the muscles in the back of the neck tend to get short and tight. Good. 30-second mark. So one of the ways that we can help those muscles is doing some stretches and some strengthening. So a lot of those neck muscles get strong by good posture. Last one, and take a rest. Fantastic. That's set one. We're gonna take 30 seconds. If you want to make any changes on your weights, grab a little drink, and we'll be back to that single arm thruster. All right, great job. Starting in 10, back to your non-dominant arm. So feet just about hip width apart, just a gentle toe out. Ready, begin. Here we go, sinking back, driving tall. Either same tempo or just slightly faster on round 2 if you feel up for it. Awesome. Good, and Jean, try to go straight into that overhead. So as I come out of the squat, give a little thrust those hips and then smooth that overhead position. A little better, that's halfway, or not halfway, that's 30 seconds. Stand and drive, there it is, Jean, good. Eyes up, chest up. And rest and rotate, good, bend over row. Use the same weight, a different weight. And begin, pausing at the top, reaching forward. Just go ahead and get into a rhythm here. Breathing in as I reach down, exhale, pull it up and in, pause at the top. I like to give a little extra attention to like my ring finger and my pinky finger here. Just imagining trying to pull those fingers a little higher. You'll get a little bit more lift up out of the elbow. Really get that nice strong retraction. We're over 30 seconds in. Reach, row, and last one. And rest. Good job. Second side of the body. Set those feet back for your squat. Ready? Here we go. sinking down, drive through. Good. Move smooth. Excellent. Looks great, Kathy. Good depth. Nice. First rep should look like the last rep. Everything consistent. Great job, Sharon. Staying strong in that squat. And then drive tall. Excellent. We're well over 30 in less than 10 seconds. Sorry, I missed that warning. Last one. There's our 45. Woo! All right, bent over row. Then we'll have that 30-second rest before our last round. You ready? And begin. Remember to get that pause in the top. Just imagine how high can you pull that little finger? Little finger, ring finger, trying to pull it up as high as you can on the torso. Ensuring that shoulder is down out of the ear, so you don't want to be shrugging up. Chin pulled in, as well as the belly button. Good, 30-second mark. Remember that time. Then reach down, exhale, pull high, maybe one more. Reach forward, pause in the top, and take that 30 seconds. Excellent, grab a little water. All right, final round coming up. Starting in 15 seconds, same weight, different weight. All right, put those feet into position. Watch that you don't toe out too much, so just ever so slightly. Eyes looking straight ahead, and here we go. This will be our last round with squats. We do have some lunges in the final set, so still some leg work to come. Excellent. There you go, good. Keep those eyes up as you squat down. If you look down, you tend to drop the chest forward. Excellent, great extension, Jean. Woo, there's 30 seconds. Keep it smooth. Maybe one more. Woohoo, and rotate, good job. Final bent over row on this side of the body. Come into a nice long support, reaching down, chin in, and begin. Elbow high. Hold 1, 2 at the top, and then reach. So if it helps you, just count to yourself a little bit, help encourage that pause. We're really looking to train that shoulder blade to sit back. So our shoulders will sit back and we don't have that forward posture, that rounded shoulder position. Not only does it not look ideal for our posture, but it kind of leads to shoulder discomfort and give you neck pain. Good, we're over 30 seconds in. Stay strong in the midline. And last rep, hold it up and shake it out. Fantastic. Balance out that body. Last time, second side. All right, beginning in 5, 2, 1, here we go. Sinking in, drive through. Look to be consistent, whatever you did on the other side. Nice. Woo. Elevating nice and high to overhead, shoulder towards the ear, pressing that weight right over the center of the head. Super, that's 30 seconds, everyone. Sweat starting to drip now. And 3, 2, 1. take that rest. Just the bent over row. Woohoo! All right. Coming on down into position. Remember to add that pause to the top and begin. Chin in, elbow high. Pull it up and in, quick count to 2, and then reach on forward. Fantastic. There you go. Keeping it consistent. That's 30 seconds. A couple of quality reps here. Finishing strong. Three, two, one, and all done there. Woo! Come on up. Add a little side step arm swing to it. Shake it out. Super. From there, let's take it into a side stretch. So one hand on the hip. Let's turn the palm up. Keep a little bend in the knees. We're going to reach up and across. Gaze up at that hand. Holding for a couple of breaths. And then come down and switch side. Hand on the hip. Palm up this time. Turn the palm up towards the sky. Reaching across. Holding for a couple of breaths. And then switch. As you go back to your first side, now palm down towards you. Reaching across, peering up, and breathe. Good. Balance it out on the second side. Again, palm down, and nice long side stretch. Wonderful. Walk the feet in. Jefferson toe touch next. Standing tall, chin to the chest. Pull the belly in. You slide the hands down the legs. Allow the head to be heavy. Keep that soft bend in the knees. You just kind of cross the arms here and hang out for a couple of breaths. Breathing in the back of the body. On that exhale, if you're comfortable to do so, sink a little bit deeper into that forward fold. One more breath. Good. Strong to the legs. On the next inhale, tuck the hips under and gradually make your way back up to standing. Beautiful. Once you make your way up to standing, torso rotations next. Feet about hip width apart and rotate side to side. Super. And you can lengthen the arms out if you'd like. Add a little bit more rotation to it. Wonderful. And then just gently shake. Just kind of gently bounce the body. There you go. All right, beautiful job. So one more circuit. I'm going to take you through 3 rounds. We're going to be doing a reverse lunge to a high knee. You can hold weight underneath your chin at your side or unweighted to start. Controlling that knee down, driving through the front foot. You'll come up and forward, and then we practice the balance coming up to high knee. We stay on the same side of the body, controlling back, driving tall, knee raises. From that, 45 seconds there. Then we'll come down with or without weights. Renegade row, 45 seconds on the Renegade row, back up, then we'll lunge on the opposite side and finish with some blood flow. I'm gonna give you the option for some bear crawl. For some blood flow, work the brain a little bit more, work the upper body and core a little bit more. If you don't wanna get down on your hands for any reason, you can do jumping jacks, skipping, march. If you have a little mini trampoline or a bike around, you can do any of that kind of stationary work. Just like it sounds, just do something to move your blood. All right, 20 seconds till we start. Let's grab a drink, and we're gonna start with that reverse lunge to high knee. As I mentioned, we'll go 3 rounds of this. 10 seconds. Oops, there goes the water. All right, let's have you start with your left foot forward. So the left foot's gonna stay forward. 2, 1, and begin. Control that right knee down, up and forward, knee comes high. Good. Chest tall. You want to keep the hips as level as you can. Excellent. Front shin vertical and heel planted. My toes are also in contact with the ground as well. Whole foot. That's 30 seconds. Nice, looks great, Sharon. Good, Kathy. Got it, Jean, good control. Maybe one more. Back and down, up and forward, and rotate. Good job. Coming down for the Renegade Row. And if only, maybe you just have like one dumbbell or it's not very stable, you can hold it in between the hands and then place it down and row. Ready and begin. Feet just outside the hips. We want to keep those shoulders and hips as level as you can. Just like our single arm row, chin in, looking down towards the floor. Except now we're alternating arms. And we definitely challenge that midline a lot more than when we're in that bent over position. Elbow high. We're over 30 seconds in, 10 seconds left. Anytime you need, come down to your knees. Good. 2, 1, and make your way back to your feet. Alrighty. As you come on up, now it's going to be your right foot stays forward. Eyes looking straight ahead. 2, 1, here we go. So left foot steps back and down. Drive that knee high. Nice. First of 3 rounds, so nice and steady. Good. Super. Yeah, Jean, you're doing a great job with the arms. I should have shown that. So if you're not holding weight, as the one foot steps back, that arm will reach up. And as you drive through, you'll switch. We're over 30 seconds in, 10 seconds left. Excellent. Switch the arms, Jean. There you go. Whoop, last one, and rest. All right, blood flow is next. As I mentioned, I'm bringing it down for bear crawl. I almost said brain crawl. It is good for your brain. All right, 2, 1. You're doing the bear crawl. Barely bring your knees off the ground, and then should be nice and controlled here. Left foot with the right hand with the left foot. Depending upon your space, moving forward as far as you're comfortable, and then same idea, pushing backwards. Really pushing through the palm of your hand. That's 20 seconds in. We're working for 45. And we're gonna keep it to 15-second break. So if you want a little longer break, take it now. We have 30 seconds till we start the next round. Good, 20 seconds till we start. 2, 1, and there's our 45. Woo! All right, short rest. Making our way back to the lunges. So it's gonna be your left foot forward, right foot's gonna step back. 2, 1, here we go. Controlling it back. Excellent. Just lightly touch the knee. Try to pay attention the hips aren't kicking out. Good. Good, switch the arms, Jean. So let's see. If the leg that's back, the arm will be up when that knee's down. Then as you come through, you'll switch. So if my left foot's going back, my left arm reaches up, and then I switch through. That's over 30 seconds. 10 seconds left. Control through that range. Nice. And there's our 45. Woo. All right, feel free to give a little shake of the hips side to side. And then we're making our way down for the Renegade Rows. Round 2 of 3. Starting our 45 in 2, 1. Here we go. Feet just outside the hips, so a little bit wider than if I were going to do push-ups. If you want a little bit more of a challenge on your midline, walk the feet a little closer. Belly button pulled in. We want to avoid those hips dropping down. So I'd rather see you a little bit piked than arched. Good. Sharon, if you can, try to get the hips just a little bit lower without arching. There you go. 30 seconds in. Exhale as you row, similar to that single arm row. Good. 2, 1, back up for the lunges. Woo! Alrighty, so left foot forward this time. Eyes looking straight ahead, which means when the right foot steps back, the right arm reaches up if you're not holding weights. Ready? Begin. And as you drive through, you'll switch. Good. Better, Jean. Yep, you had it. There you go. Good. Back and down. Good control. Driving up and forward. Nice. Just lightly touch the knee. Wonderful. Control. Awesome. Sharon, switch the arms. You got reversed at some point. 35 seconds in. There you go. 2, 1, and take the rest. Feel free if you want to go back to bear crawl. I'm going to stay on my feet this round. If you're on your feet, you can start right away. A little bit of running high knees or marching. If you're getting down for the bear crawl, start now. Woo. Very nice. From there, let's go alternating knee to elbow. If you're standing tall, you can still get some cross crawl patterns in from your feet. Excellent. Exhale as you pull that knee towards the elbow. Super. Good. Coming up on that 30-second mark, let's go back. This time, butt kicks, heel kicks, pulling the heels high underneath your glutes. And 3, 2, 1, take a pause. We're gonna give 20 seconds, and we'll start our final round. Feel free to grab a drink. All right, last round. Let's go back to that left leg forward. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. If the right leg stepping back, right arm reaches up. Excellent. Hips level, controlling down to the floor. Looks great. You don't just sink into that hip as you control down. Woo. That's almost 30 seconds. Now we're at 30. Midline strong. Last one. And transition. Great work. Final Renegade Rows. If anything's going on, if it's uncomfortable to support the wrist, you could also do a bent over row here. You can even alternate the arms if you want, or seated row with the bands. Otherwise, final round of Renegades in 2, 1, here we go. Similar to that single arm row, you still want to show control at the top and try not to have it slam into the floor. So softly set it down. Nice. Great job, Kathy. Hips look better that round, Sharon. Good, 30 seconds in. Staying tight. Keep lifting up through the midline. Two, 1, and pause. Woo! All right, final round of lunges. Keeping the right foot forward, chest nice and tall. So as the left foot steps back, the left arm's gonna reach up. 2, 1, here we go. Controlling the knee down, and then drive through. Good. There you go. Whoop. Balance check. Eyes up. because we're getting close to the finish. You still want to keep that focus. As your body gets fatigued, you're more likely to kind of set up for injury. So you want to stay focused as your body gets tired. Keep the mind sharp. Over 30 seconds in. Driving that front heel down to propel me forward. Good, maybe one more, two. Woohoo! And rest and rotate. Awesome work. Feel free to stay on your feet or join me down for the final bear crawl. All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go. So if you're standing tall, try to give you every 15, starting with that march. If you want to add that march and punch, you can do that. Good, those of you standing tall, let's go to that alternating knee to elbow. Very nice. Those of you down for the bear crawl, think about you're trying to balance a saucer, like a small little dinner plate on the low back. So try to have as little sideways shift as possible. All righty, final 20 seconds. Maybe a side shuffle for you standing, maybe a skip, however you want to finish out this session. Woo. 10 seconds left. Great work. 3, 2, 1, and all done there. Woohoo! All right, give yourself a little round of applause. Virtual high fives. Grab your waters, and then we'll stretch. All right, as you get a drink, let's come on down to the ground from there. We're gonna do our hurdler stretch first with a side stretch. So go ahead and extend your left leg straight out and pull the right foot in. Make sure you're seated up on your sit bones, so adjust the tissue as needed. Then you're gonna sit nice and tall and just nice and gentle, leaning forward, reaching for the toes. Couple of breaths here, and then from there you can take the right arm, reaching up and across, and add a little side stretch to it. There you go. If it feels super intense, if your lead leg is shaking really hard, back out of it just a little bit. Try not to grimace, just breathe and try to lengthen the body. One more breath, and gradually come on out. Good job. In between sides, let's go butterfly stretch, bottoms of the feet together. Again, sitting tall, pulling those shoulders back and down. Close the eyes, let's hang out here for just 3 gentle breaths. Try to elongate as you breathe in. Good, as you finish those breaths, we'll do the same thing on the other side. So now you'll extend your right leg, pulling the left foot in. Readjust the tissues of the glutes as needed, starting with both arms to reach for the toes. Reaching out, chin in, nice and gentle here. And then as your body allows, you can sink into it a little bit more. If you'd like to add that side stretch, take the left arm, reach it up and over. And when you're ready, come on out of that. Very nice. From there, we're gonna head onto our backs. Finishing with a little figure 4 stretch and some work on the hamstrings. Excellent. So gradually make your way on down. Let's start by extending your right leg straight out and pull your left knee towards the left shoulder. And give the ankle a little love. Roll the ankle around 3 to 5 times each way. Switch when you're ready. And then we'll take it into the glute stretch next. Use your right hand, pull your left knee across towards the right shoulder. You can glide it up and down here, looking to give some movement and relief into that left hip. And then switch sides. Extend the left leg, pull the right knee towards the right shoulder. Ankle rolls on that side. Good, switch directions. When you're ready, pulling the right knee across towards the left side, glute stretch on the right. Either holding it stationary or glide through. I like to move it up and down a little bit. I feel like I get more out of it. Awesome job. Then when you're ready, we're going to go keeping this right knee bent. You're going to place that foot on the ground and then take your left foot to the right thigh for figure 4 stretch. You're going to hug that right thigh in, and you can use your left elbow on the left knee to gently push that knee out as you hug the right thigh in. Hang out here for about 3 cycles of breathing. And then when you're ready, we'll add the sciatic nerve floss. So you'll extend that right leg with the toes and foot pulled towards your face. You'll point the foot and toes towards the sky. Pull them back towards your face and keep the foot pulled towards your face as you bend the knee back down and in. Twice more. Up. Point. Good. Final time. Excellent. In between sides, we're going to windshield wiper our legs. So both knees bent, both feet flat. Walk the feet about the width of your yoga mat. And then when you're ready, gently drop both legs to one side. Then up and across, and both legs to the other side. It's usually pretty gentle here. Very good. Balance yourself out on both sides. And then when you're ready, figure 4, you're going to take the right foot to the left thigh, hugging that left thigh in. Use your right elbow. See if you can kind of place it on the right thigh towards the right knee. You can use it to drive that leg out as you hug the other leg in. I invite you to close the eyes if they're not already. Try to just relax the eyes, breathing through. And then we'll extend the left leg, toes pulled towards you. Point the foot and toes away. Pull it back towards you as you bend the knee down and in. Twice more. Good job. Last one. Fantastic. Go ahead and release there. And then come onto your side. Quad stretch. All right, this will be our last one. Go ahead and prop up on the elbow. Grab the top foot. Pull the heel towards the glute. So if you're sore the next couple of days from those lunges or anything, remember these stretches. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and switch sides. Swing it around. Same thing on the other side. In that figure 4 stretch, you can also quite easily do that from a seated position. If you're traveling somewhere, you're in a chair, just cross your legs, pull that heel up to the opposite thigh and stretch out that hip from seated. All right, everybody, 2, 1, and relax that leg. Anything else you want to add in from here? Maybe a little child's position, maybe back onto your back for some happy baby. Just see what your body's asking for, where else you might be holding a little bit of tension. Otherwise, thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time.